Hello everybody, my name is Skeletormandee and welcome back to the Warframe Iron Man. Today we got some awesome things planned. By some, I mean we're going to do the Archwing quest with the Plexus? Interesting. Wow, that is the Odonata blueprint. Now, originally for this, I had planned on waiting until the upcoming update for Warframe 1999 Tekrot Encore because they have let us know that they're going to be changing something about the Archwing, which is we won't have to craft the Archwing launch segment, which is huge. It makes doing open world bounties and all that so much easier. For uh for context, every time I've been grinding out like Cetus or Fortuna, I've just been walking around everywhere. Yes, I could use my K drive, but no, you will not see me on one. Shush. So it's been pretty slow, and what the Archwing segment will allow us to do is just zip around those places, and that's pretty big. We also get access to Archwing missions, which I don't really care about. Another reason that we're doing this quest now instead of waiting until after that update is because on the 14th, which today's the 11th of March as I'm recording this, on the 14th, they're going to be having a double Xfinity Xfinity. God damn, bro. Boostless Mobler, bro. They're gonna be having a double affinity weekend, which is just XP, and we're gonna be spending that time leveling that Archwing to 30 because it's going to be a fat minute until we get a different one. And leveling Archwing just sucks, man. That weekend's gonna be glorious, by the way. I just wanna put that out there. Oh shit, this is a I all right. I just realized this, and this is the masochist in me talking, but there is out of there is a 0 out of 3 Orican caches, and you know what that means? It means we're getting them. I wonder if we're going to get like level 10 through whatever rewards, or if it's going to scale because this is the void. I have no way of knowing unless I try. So uh yeah, now we got was it excavation missions that we got to do for the Archwing? Oh boy, this is a bit of a daunting goal, but I would love if I can make it to. No, there's two main goals. So first is mastery rank 30, hitting the legendary, or is it true master for 30? I don't remember. I think legendaries are the beyond 30. Hitting true master on this account would be kind of kind of awesome as a free to play account. It'd just be neat. Secondary goals is I would love to just explore everything this game has to offer under the restrictions that we're going to place on the account. Mostly that's just like, oh, I just get to do it free to play, and I have to, actually grind everything. It's kind of what those Iron Man restrictions are tailored to. But like, I would love to just, you know, actually get the feel for every grind because I've played this game as a free to play account when I was younger, when I played this on my Xbox One, and I recently came back to it on PC because they added cross save, and I was way older than I was back in fucking middle school, and so Prime Access packs were coming around. And I'm like, damn, let me get a little bit of that, and so I get the resource boosters, and some grinds they just a gajillion million times easier with that convenience. And one thing this count is never gonna have is constant access to Prime Access accessories. So it's gonna be a lot more like baseline, and I think that's gonna be enjoyable. Going back to the goals though, is we want to get everything, or we want to experience everything. We want to enjoy the grinds, but one goal that I would like to get at some point is to just like we're gonna be getting or going through and trying to craft every Warframe, right? What if I dedicated videos to them? Like, all right, I gotta grind out like Kome, for example, because she has an interesting one. What if I grinded out Kome, got a build on her, and then like, is it worth a grind? You know, as somebody with limited slots, is she worth having in our arsenal? We're gonna do multiple of these, by the way, because I want to see what we get. Oh, do I have to build this now? No. All right, cool. Imagine you had to build them all as like, okay, they're a 1 minute craft time. I'm gonna Google this after this, but I'm pretty sure you had to build the pieces and then wait like 12 hours in between each one. Let's get the systems. All right, hopefully we have the resources to build this. It'd be embarrassing if we didn't. All right, cool. This thing's heavy on the circuits. Oh, guys, we gotta rush 3 platinum. I also haven't gone over the first Warframe we're gonna get. It's crazy. Really spending time sitting and playing Vote. But I do have plans very soon to get our first Warframes. Maybe in the next episode I'll discuss it. There it is, Odinata. Oh, wow, look at all this stuff. Wow, look at our K drive we don't have. Yeah. Oh, we get to test out our Archwing in the mission. Okie dokie. Grooming my Archwing for epic open world bounties. Wait, this isn't an Archwing mission. Wow, they're at war. Wow, we. So that's the Balor Fomorian. To give you a little bit of context, because none is given in game, the Fomorian fleet that Vahek was talking about was a long ago operation mission where you destroy those ships. But that was a big ploy, and then they made the Balor Fomorians, which are these giant fucking ones that you can only get by going in and blowing up the battery inside. Oh look, an augment already for Itzel. That's crazy. That mod drops all the time. It's not special. Yeah, this is our Archwing though. Odonata is pretty cool because it's got energy shell, and that'll block some damage, I guess. Oh yeah, epic Archwing segment. We did it. Wahoo! I have to level that at some point. We also have the Plexus. We're gonna go through Phobos real quick. Okay, so part of the reason that I wanted to get through a little bit of Phobos is that there is this survival here. Once we unlocked Phobos, this is where we could start doing tier 2 Void Fissures. And if you'll recall, previously I've said I wanted to start getting the components to the Glaive Prime. Well, it just so happens that tier 2 is where we can start getting those components. So I'm going to bang some of these missions out. We're looking for the Glaive Prime blades. We need 2 of them in order to craft the Glaive Prime. So let's hope we get lucky and let's roll the dice on this one. God damn it. All right, now this has been a little bit of a long time coming, and by a long time I mean about, I don't know, few hours before a few hours behind schedule. But we're gonna be doing Heart of Deimos. The main reason we're doing this is because if we come over here, I kind of actually want to crank out a lot of the planets and get them unlocked so that we have access to more Void Fissures rather than just the first 2 tiers. I would like to get to Axie, so we can get the Glaive Prime. But in order to do that, we've got to go to the Cambion Drift. So progress through star chart. God damn it! Alrighty, we're just gonna pretend for a little bit that that didn't happen, and we're gonna jump right into this.
You received our distress signal. Mother will be pleased.
What? Visitors? Look at you now, a real chip off the old monolith, huh? Just the right sort to save us from the coming cataclysm. Come on!
We agreed. I was handling orientation protocol.
Sorry, Lloyd. It's just too exciting.
We are in crisis, Tenho. Our defense against the Grey Strain has failed. The Necrolisk is in lockdown, but it doesn't matter. The infestation has compromised the very heart itself. We have been forced to rephase into Martian...
But how are you, anyway? Things good?
As I was saying, our defense situation is dire. Our remaining necromechs have reverted to their autonomous kill precepts. They will not distinguish you from those things.
I call that one Bitey Scratchikins.
It is imperative you meet Mother, receive her instructions, and prevent the imminent intradimensional catastrophe. Demonstrate your combat readiness, and I will grant you the requisite security clearance. Good luck.
Intradimensional what?
Oh, Tech, I've already explained it.
Sounds like it bears repeating.
Alrighty. We gotta do what we do best and solve some shit.
If we were unclear, demonstrate your readiness by destroying infestation. Only then will I grant entry clearance. Act accordingly.
It's crazy to think that this used to be the Deimos. Now it's completely taken over by infestation. That's just the sort of shit that happens in Warframe, unfortunately. Every planet is just boned. Alright, and I'm sure you guys are thrilled to hear this, but like every open world we get access to, we're gonna be here for probably even longer than Fortuna. Fortuna.
That got their attention. Hostiles incoming.
See, that's the reason right there that this place sucks. Venomous Eximus, if we so much as sneeze near that guy, he's going to fucking kill us. We're going to lose all of our 370 health instantaneously and die. And that's why the infestation sucks. Boop. It's a cool little splash screen. I can't run or sprint. We're gonna leisurely walk there.
The infestation wormed into everything. After the Great Purge, there were no Dax, no Tenno to defend the place. Just us.
It's not your fault, Chip.
Technically, it is. And now you face an existential threat. If the heart stops beating, the wellspring of your power dies with it.
Have we tried turning it off and on again?
Tenno, meet the head of the Entrati family. What's left of her, anyway? Mother, wake up!
Oh, Lloyd, I had the most distressing dream.
Here we go again.
The wall of Loke was before us. I had my proofs. My father's. I could hear him. I could hear him tapping at the untimed door.
Mother?
We went in, but again, he wasn't there. My husband congratulated me. Sarcastic halfwit. All the while, hiveweed was sprouting all around us. But it was just a dream.
No, Mother. You did all of that. You're as wormed as the rest of this place. The heart is about to fail, remember?
Oh, fuck.
Functional? We are. And we've summoned Chip here to help us.
It'll take more than an old Orakin thug to keep the heart beating. I don't blame you. You're just the product. The Orakin had no respect for my father's work, though I suppose you proved him right in the end. It's what makes you special. You know that, right? All thanks to my father. It pumps the arteries of the here and the void. The Entrati family has maintained it for an age, but it's breaking down, and only that idiot knows how to fix it. The man I used to call my husband. I think he's left for good this time. Maybe you can find him. Probably sulking somewhere outside.
One of the things I made sure to ask while we were there is she mentioned we were Orcan thugs. What does that mean? Well, we didn't get a real good answer. We will find out soon enough. That is, if we continue to crank out quests, which we are going to, because I want to get the star chart done as fast as possible now.
You fight well for a Warframe. If you're ever in interested in something a little more old war-sized. Wait. She didn't send you looking for me, did she? I am not going back. Look, you were the second wave, kid. The necromechs were void-shielded, sentient pulse immune. As bright as a bag of hammers, just as dependable. Not like you. When I met her, Mother, she was as brilliant as she was broken. Chasing her father's ghost, convinced he was still out there. I thought I could fix things. I thought I could fix her. Like she was a loose light board or leaky hydraulic. So yes, she's right about me. I am an idiot, but I'm a reformed idiot. I'm done with her. This heart is breaking down is just another tactic of hers. Don't you see? Everything has to be about her.
That went well.
We must prove to Father that the heart is deteriorating. This will be more dangerous than any gray strain monster we faced. We have to talk to Daughter.
So there we learned a little bit about what a Warframe is. The necromechs are the first kind of wave of them. They're immune to the void and the sentient too, which are enemies we haven't met yet. But we also learned that the Warframes are the second wave. So, I mean, that's cool. They sound like they're a little bit worse, but we'll find out that's not exactly the case.
Oh, aren't you a fascinating specimen? Organic ferrous exoflesh, hybridized internals, untime trace. You're a Tenno, aren't you? You need me to tell you where it is, which I wouldn't have to bother with if not for my parents, whose collective heads are so far up their collective lower sigmoids, the only air they breathe is what they secrete. Aw, that's kind of sweet, but look at us. We are beyond help. The disease vectors are too complex, changing faster than I can study them. We can only prolong the inevitable. Look, if you help me get back some of what my brother shredded, I'd be happy to return the favor. Deal?
Alright, interesting tidbit that I'd like to explain there. That music that we were hearing, I mean, daughter may be a little pop fan, you know, that's no biggie. That music has devastating implications for this timeline. This bit was recorded pre-Tekrot Encore, and after the update, while the music still has significance, it doesn't imply devastating consequences. It just ties stuff together. Back to the video.
We call that worm Fass. Don't worry about him, though. He's got bigger problems than you. Vone, his sister, they don't get along, as you'll soon see. This is a good opportunity for you, actually. There should be useful detritus falling from the explosion. Try not to get crushed, little one.
And that's rough.
Don't feel the least bit sad for him. He'll regenerate and even empty your head and exact his revenge. An endless cycle. Vome's the only proof I've got that the hive mind can be divided. Just collect what you can so you can get to the task at hand.
This is my my favorite part of any quest, when I'm forced to fucking fish. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Oh, this is actually the first time we fished. I'm just realizing that. It was actually all planned. This is the fishing tutorial. Cetus has been starving. I need a fish to rank them up, and I just haven't bothered. Although I guess now I should. Look, guys, we fished. You know what? While we're here too, this is how we mine. We get our little miner cutter thing out. Boom. 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 Yeah, that's it. That's how you mine and fish. We're officially hunter-gatherers now.
I remember my birthday. Woke with a knot in my stomach. The hum of my specimen tanks was missing. Silent. But I was surprised to find a little box wrapped in a red bow. A gift from my family that never, ever remembered. The note said, "Best wishes for my best sis." Can you guess what was in the box? A white powder, as smooth and fine as silk. My entire collection, cremated, atomized, and returned as a gift by my deranged brother. If you see him on your descent to the heart, don't be fooled. He'll stab you in the back if he thinks it'll get him a moment's notice from Mother.
Noticed my collar, did you? A not-so-gentle reminder from dearest Mother. No one in the universe can hold a grudge as deep or as long. She took away all my Entrati command words with it. Lloyd's got more respect in this family than I do. One simple mistake.
To be fair, it was not exactly a simple mistake.
How many times do I have to say I'm sorry? I broke the containment protocol. I carried the spores in. I screwed up. And suddenly, they all acknowledged my existence. Suddenly, something I'd done actually mattered. As if humiliating me would undo what happened to them. We're a lost cause. The infestation will come for what's left of us in time. Speak of them, and they shall appear.
Man, this bozo got them all done turned into infested. You know what? It's okay, man. Let it all out. Fucking Papa Tormandee's here to reassure you.
Sun has strange ideas about what victory looks like. The solar rails, the Tenno. We all depend on the heart to keep the wall open to the other side. If the heart stops, everything goes with it. Requiem Cipher. I'm embarrassed to say I'm unsure what to make of this. Tenno, can you figure it out?
Yeah, I got you. Wait, no, I was trying to remember the names of them. This one's Craw, I think.
Do the thing, Chip. Do it. Okay, I'll do it.
Reese. Oh. Jahu. This one might be Reese. It might be Foss. Oh, I don't know my Requiem words. Okay, man, I'm not that well studied. And here we are. Oh.
didn't expect you'd get through the door before I had a chance to finish. Forgive me, but this is the only way.
By the heart, it's dead.
The wall's closing, Mother. It's over.
Good. Good? You think this is good?
Oh, so you're talking to us now.
Mother, don't. This isn't the time.
Shut up. I want to see how low she can dig.
Of course you do. Anything to make you feel better about yourself.
I wonder where he gets that from.
Stop.
At least you didn't try to kill me.
Oh, please. You've been playing dead since the day I was born.
Well, I wish you hadn't.
Stop!
Tenno, still functional. Listen carefully. Getting back to the surface is not going to be easy.
All right, we're doing this. I hate to use a K drive. You know me by this point. But as of the time I'm recording this, literally tomorrow, Tekrad Encore is gonna come out, and since we have an Archwing, this thing's gonna be obsolete. So that's the only time we get to use a K drive, other than that mission it forced us to.
Do you think they will be willing to go back down? Sun and I conveyed the worm to draw the infestation away, up to the surface.
Even if I agreed to help, what about the necromex down there? Just one of those things.
I've got a little something that I've been saving for an occasion like this.
All right. I've got the calculus data for a restart, but I'll need 10 quanta of leptosam. Son?
I have it. Should we wake up grandmother?
Let her sleep. Wouldn't want her to worry.
It's too soon for them. Are you sure about this?
Not at all, but we'll have to make an exception. Just this once. Alright, with the void closing up, you're gonna be too weak to help in that frame.
Dude, but Volt's OP.
Snake's in rough shape, but she's got enough juice for one last ride. What do you say? Ready to go old war style? Alright. Not ideal, but I've cross-routed your Warframe impulse stream directly to Snake. Now, she'll feel heavy, but you'll get used to it. Head outside, and we'll run a field test before your descent.
Right on, dude. This is the Necromech tutorial. We'll be getting one of these, not because we need to for any story missions anymore, but because of this weapon right here, the Muzzleon. It's gonna be just like the easiest damn Archwing gun that we can use. So, yeah. I have no plans for a Necromech other than just getting this weapon. Think of it as we're farming the Muzzleon, not the Necromech itself, because we don't need to anymore. It used to be that Necromechs were a requirement for doing the New War quest, which is one of the main storyline quests we'll get to at some point. But we don't need to anymore, so these things are kind of obsolete. You get access to one mission type that we'll also have to do. It wants us to use our abilities, but that's rough, buddy. Although then again, I guess since I am making content, once we get all of them, I'll show them off. Our first ability, boom, grenade. Second ability, we hit the Thinker. We get a shield. Our third ability just lets us shoot out mines, and our fourth ability turns us into a turret. There's really nothing more to them than that. The 4 hits really hard, but I can't use it, and I should prioritize using the Void Shield, or the Electric Shield. Alright, sick.
Spore clusters clear.
Whoop. I'm not even hitting it, am I? There we go.
Seal the chamber. Initiating restart sequence. By Loke, we pass through and beyond.
Chamber sealed. That's it for your ride. A one-way trip for poor Snake. I'll cut the reroute as soon as the heart's beating. And you'll be back to your old self again.
Restart in 3, 2, 1.
You sure you've got the correct derivatives?
Again. 3, 2, 1.
Perfect. Just perfect.
It doesn't make sense. Something must be interfering. I checked the equations.
Well, check them again.
Don't yell at me. Again. There it is. Tenno, you've got to destroy this thing, or we're back where we started.
You have no idea how jealous I am right now. Snake? Snake!
Wow, I didn't realize he'd spit out a Metal Gear reference. Alright, well. Oh, oh.
Gave her a good send-off. You have my thanks,
Uh.
Snake. I'm
Oh.
gonna miss you. But you've earned your rest, alright?
Yeah.
Doubting you.
Talk about 6 feet under. I'm like cranking my hog. That was crazy.
They're an insufferable lot, aren't they? My son, father, blustery and spineless all at once. His absentee wife, mother, who can't see past what she's lost to see what she has. And who can blame the children? Daughter, trying to convince herself she's so different. It only makes her more the same. And the boy, poor son, he mistakes kindness for mediocrity. Who's he competing with other than himself? But in a crisis, they can come together. I've no idea what you're talking about. But even as they've forgotten themselves, their names, their bonds, they might still be a family. Seems you're an important part of that now. So maybe I can help you and your family. This Warframe, Zaku, somewhat of a family themselves. A son of many, a composite of others we lost in the ages that our Entrati family has served here.
Yay, we did it! Heart of Deimos! Woo! Alright, that's gonna do it for today's episode, but there's one last thing we have to do. If you remember the last episode of the Warframe Iron Man, I said we had to name this Kubro that we've incubated. And now that it's been 2 weeks since that video is posted, the 2 winners... Well, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I said top comment gets to name the Kubro, and I wasn't specific. There's a top liked and a top comment, as in the amount of likes for this one and the amount of comments for this one were the same. So we're at a tie. Except I'm not going to let that stop me. And what we're going to do is we're going to Frankenstein mash these 2 together. So if you're wondering what the 2 names were, we're looking at 3 likes on X3 Synth's comment, naming it Gerald. And we've got suggested to name it Roblox 3 times. So since they're at a tie, we're naming it Roblox Gerald. Yeah. Yep. You live a sad life sitting in that incubator for 30 weeks to get named that. I'm so sorry. We're gonna do great things together, though. Wow. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time, where we're gonna be getting our first new Warframe. Aw, yeah.